What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. So did you guys hear about the new political party in Nigeria known as APDA? Dr. C, that is the owner of AIT, as well as Chief Nwanyawu are the main players. They were all part of PDP, but you guys know that PDP has two factions right now. Alimadu Sheriff wants to be president. He's causing a lot of trouble. Some people do not want him in PDP. Anyway, all I know is now we have a political party. Now, when I saw the news, my response was, enough with all these thieves, all these old men heading political parties. When will young Nigerians who are willing to make a change form their own party and get involved? You know, they've been telling us that we're the leaders of tomorrow since we were in primary school. I mean, you guys, have you forgotten? Isn't it obvious by now that they will not come and meet you and say, okay, now it is your turn to lead? So when will you make yourself leaders instead of just shouting on social media? Have you guys not seen the Fantastic Four? I like to call them the Fantastic Four. I mean, just look at that. Have you not heard about the president of France, that the man is 39 years old? Father, the man is 39. Have you not heard? And of course, the president of Belgium is 41. Hello, somebody. The president of Luxembourg is also 44. And of course, the president of Canada, who is equally 44. And the man is fine. I mean, anyway, the man is 44. All I'm trying to say is that we've tried old men in Nigeria for the past 50-something years that Nigeria has been in existence. Wouldn't it be nice to also have a young Nigerian, hopefully good looking? Wouldn't it be nice to have a young Nigerian that would be serving the people and representing us in the international arena? Wouldn't it be nice to have a young Nigerian president as well? They said that you must be 40 to be elected as president or vice president in Nigeria. Hopefully someday they will change that law, but in the meantime, you don't have to wait until you are 40 before you decide you want to get involved. You can be a senator or state governor by 35, and at 30 years old, you can be a representative in parliament. There is a female local government chairman who is 25, so if you're 25 years old in Nigeria, you can start from there. You can be a local government chairman. All I'm trying to say is that young people in Nigeria have to get involved, and you don't have to start by running for president. You can start from your local community. You can start from your local government area. And can I just talk to Nigerian women? Women, please, like seriously, Nigerian women, you need to get involved in politics. If not, you don't have a voice. You don't have a say in the decisions that they are making, and it is directly and indirectly affecting you and your children. So you cannot continue to complain when men make decisions that do not favor you if you will not get involved. And you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait till election year comes. This is the day that the Lord has made. Amen, somebody. Amen. And that is what I'm saying. You need to get in the spirit. Now, for these countries, it's okay if tomorrow they have people that are older as president, but at least they've given young people a chance. Now, the sad thing is that there are equally a lot of young people that are even more corrupt than the old men. So why do you guys think that I'm always talking about Dino Melaye? It is because the man is only 43. I know 43 is old, yes, but it's not that old when you compare him to most Nigerian politicians. 43, you would think that at least someone like that would want to do well and also be an example to us young people. But all he's doing is buying fancy cars at the age of 43. I mean, you would think there's a vision, a mission. After he was busted recently for bribing a judge, did you guys hear what he said?
I want to say that tape is a product of a satanic collabo between Smart Adeyemi, Sahara Reporters, and others.
Can you imagine this man's audacity? Father! Satan is using Sahara Reporters. I knew it. I knew that Satan is using Sahara. You see, he's using Sahara Reporters. Keep in mind that the judge had confessed, by the way. So the judge came up front. She's like, just have mercy on me. This thing happened. But the man is telling us it is the devil at work. Hey, Father! At the age of 43, what do you think he will be telling us by the time he turns 70? Bukola Saraki, the Senate president, the man is 54. He was 41 years old when he became the governor of Kwara State, and he was in office for 2 terms. And haven't we all seen how corrupt the man is? The people of Kwara State will tell you how much havoc the man has done and his family. I'm just saying that if those of you that have genuine interest of the country, if you don't get involved, when the old corrupt people die, they already have young corrupt people to hand over to. And those ones are not playing. Benny, don't tell me that you don't know that that Saraki or Dino Melaye probably have it in mind to become the president someday. And if Saraki should become president someday, who are you going to blame if you have refused to get involved? And can I just say that it is time for Nigerians to pay. It is time for us to learn to put the interest of the nation first. It's been 50-something years. I mean, enough of, oh, this one is from my tribe or this one is from my religion. The question should always be, is he or is she competent? Can he do it? Can she do it? Fine. Look at the drama with the vice president Osinbajo. Since the man became the acting president, look at how he's been attacked left and right. It's as if some people have forgotten about how everybody rallied around Buhari during the election. People were not saying, oh, he's Hausa or he's Muslim. A lot of Yoruba people, a lot of Igbo people, anyone that voted for Buhari that is not Hausa, they were just tired of Jonathan's corruption and they refused to be blinded by tribe or religion. But now that Buhari is not able to do his work, he's not able to deliver what he promised, and Osinbajo is doing it well as the acting president, why are some people from the north trying so hard to hinder Osinbajo? Why? Not everybody from the north, but there has been some cabal, trying to hinder this man. Why now? Just because the man is not from the north. Hey, father! We talk so much about, oh, the president has to be Hausa or Igbo or Yoruba. I'm like, what about people that are not Hausa, nor Igbo, nor Yoruba? Are they not Nigerians as well? It's like we completely forget about them. Unfortunately, when Goodluck Jonathan became president, because he's Ijaw, he's a minority, he didn't really do well either. Put up that photo and thank you very much. You see, I mean, this is my inspiration right here. And we wonder why other countries are developing and moving forward and we are moving backward in Nigeria. Like I said, young people of Nigeria, it is time for you to take charge. Enough of just talking on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, because old people are not ready to let go of power. But as you guys know, I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So last week, Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe began his nationwide tour to campaign for his re-election for his 8th term in office. Eighth term. Oh, by the way, it's not really 8th term because he was prime minister for 7 years before he became president. It's more or less like his 9th time. You see why I'm saying that young people need to stand up, that some old people are not ready to let go of power. Mugabe has been president since 1980. He's the only president that Zimbabwe has had since independence in 1980. This is not even funny. My Zimbabwean people, how do you do it? How do you do it? And don't be surprised if he wins this next election coming up in 2018. By the way, we all know that he rigs every election. Well, after the first one, of course. And it's not news that dead people's names would surface on the ballot paper in Zimbabwe. That one is no news. But you know what baffles me is the fact that there are people, especially young people in Zimbabwe, that of their own will would vote for this man. I mean, I can never understand that. And of course, his wife continues to spearhead the whole thing. Of course, she's the one that is ruling, really, because the man is old. I mean, he's always sleeping, even at functions. What can we do? Now, this is the first lady saying that Mugabe's name is irreplaceable on the ballot papers.
That man is irreplaceable. That's the truth, whether we like it or not. Whoever is engaging in factionalism must stop forthwith. Yes. Stop it.
Yes. Did she just say that whether they like it or not? Did she say whether they like it or not?
That man is irreplaceable. That's the truth, whether we like it or not.
I thought I heard something like, my Zimbabwean people, how do you do it? Letting this woman talk to you like this, how do you guys do it? Anyway, we'll keep you guys posted as the election comes. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. And speaking of elections, you guys will not believe what the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo said, Joseph Kabila. The man said that he never promised that there will be an election. Hey, Holy Ghost fire. If you guys have been following this story, this election was supposed to happen last year. It was supposed to happen in November of last year. That was 7 months ago. He was supposed to step down and they were supposed to elect someone else because he's been president for 16 years since 2001. But of course, he cancelled the election and said that it would happen in July of this year. And now he's saying that he did not promise an election. What is wrong with the man? Like, serious, what is wrong with him? Why is it that the young African presidents, the ones that are young, many of them, they are the same. Arawulo. This man is the youngest African president. So can you believe he's 46? He's 46 years old. And see how he's treating his own people. You see what I'm saying? They've been protesting since last year. The man sent soldiers and policemen to kill protesters. After him, in terms of age, the other young African president is the king of Swaziland. The man is 49. And then followed by the president of Togo, who is 51. Swazi king. All he does is marry young girls. And the president of Togo, that one has also refused to leave. Now he's in his third term, by fire, by force. Keep in mind that his father was the president for 38 years. So in Togo, my people of Togo, do it. I don't know how you do it, but this is why Africa has remained stagnant, because of people like this. Mr. Man, I would just advise you, I hope you are watching, that it would be wise for you to allow the people to hold an election ASAP, for your own good, for your own good. Don't forget what happened to Blaise Compaoré of Burkina Faso when the women, they took their stick, they kicked him out. And also don't forget what happened to Yaya AJJ Jammeh Babili Mansa. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Ghana, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my sister, 26-year-old Nancy Abu Bonsrah, who is now the first black female resident neurosurgeon at the Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, USA. Yes, sir! Yes, the first black female girl. And she is so fine, and she's from Ghana. Actually, she's Nigerian, like inside in her spirit. I mean, you can just ask her. And of course, you guys can see the resemblance, the cheekbones, yes, they are the same. We grew up in the same compound, and then they moved to Ghana. That's why she likes to claim Ghana. Even my Ghanaian people, they know that this girl is Niger, original Niger. We don't claim and be that. You can't do anything. We don't claim and do well, my sister. Congratulations. And of course, she said that she hopes to go back to Ghana someday to help in building sustainable surgical infrastructure. Congratulations. You guys don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to South Africa, last week, our favorite pastor on this show, that is Pastor Penuel Mnguni, the one that gave live snake to his church members to eat. Remember, they call him Snake Pastor, by the way. He was also the one that put a big loudspeaker on some church members' stomach, and then he would jump on it. I mean, he also jumps on his church members. Sometimes he will climb the loudspeaker to jump on the church members. And there was a time that he made them eat, maybe it's Brazilian hair, I don't know what, some kind of woman's hair. And there was a time that he made them eat clothes. And also, oh yes, there was one time that he drove a car on his church members, as in he went in and reversed, on the church members. Yes, he told them to take off their clothes one time like this after making them feel warm, supernatural. Oh, Father, people were naked inside the church in the name of miracle. Anyway, yes, he's been arrested. He's been in the news. I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. Anyway, the man was in the news last week because he realized suddenly that he's a sinner. I'm not making this up. You can't make it up. So the 26-year-old founder of, should I just say the Daddy Gio of End Times Disciples Ministry, that is the name of his church. The guy went to T.B. Joshua's church in Lagos for deliverance.
When I gave live snake to my congregants to eat, it started when...
Wait a minute. Is there somebody telling him what to say? Let me...
And then after my message, I demonstrated, I gave them snakes, live snake, to eat.
Hey, am I the only one hearing this? Play it one more time.
And also Romans.
The guy is repeating something that somebody is saying. Okay, maybe I'm just the one. Never mind. I don't know exactly what is happening right there. Maybe it's just my ears. So the guy said that he wants deliverance from the spirit that pushed him to engage in bizarre and inhuman actions. Apparently there's a spirit all along. I'm just so happy that he realized that he's been wrong all along and that there's a spirit that had been pushing him. So was he delivered? You don't know. They didn't show where he was delivered. T.B. Joshua, it's not like him. Normally, they will show us the deliverance. Anyway, now I wish I can tell you that the story ended there. You guys will not believe that when the guy returned back to South Africa, he told journalists that he was forced to say those things. I said, for that! He said he was invited and he went there just for a service, but when he got to TB Joshua's church, that they collected his passport, his ID, and they told him, you have to do whatever we tell you to do. If not, they will not return his documents to him. I'm like, what? Shut up. So he said that he had no idea that he would stand before the people to talk, that TB Joshua forced him to say those things.
I was not going to Nigeria for deliverance. So I was surprised when now they organized the testimony. Even when you can listen clearly, the clip that they released on YouTube, it was not me who was testifying. I was saying what the lady was saying.
Wait a minute. What? You think that was the person we heard? My father and my God, my God, my God.
So I'm really not happy at all, because I believe in what I'm doing, and I know that it is God who was performing what he was doing upon my life.
What is going on? I mean, why are some Christians doing stuff like this? Like, seriously, this is very shameful. For real though, somebody was saying exactly what the guy was repeating. Somebody was saying it. I don't understand that. So journalists contacted TB Joshua's church. TB Joshua's church said that, oh, the guy is just looking for publicity, that he just likes to continue to deceive people. He's an adult and he can't be forced to do anything. The problem is that he just likes to cause a sin. What? So ladies and gentlemen, there's a war going on right now. It is TB Joshua versus Snake Pastor. Who do you believe? Who lets me know who you believe? This should not be happening in the church of the Lord. In the church, no respect anymore for God. Can you imagine what people are turning the church into? And this is why a lot of people stopped going to church, because of dramas like this. So let me know who you guys believe. TB Joshua versus Snake Pastor. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So moving on to Ethiopia, the government shut down the internet. So they shut down the internet. Africa's second most populous country turned off the internet access without warning or explanation. I mean, you just try to get online and it's like there's no internet. Now, can you believe what the government said? They said that it is because students are writing exams and they want them to concentrate and focus on their exams. Why now? Why? Ethiopians are very well educated. I don't know who came up with this kind of explanation, okay? Especially since we know that the government has been censoring the internet and social media since people started protesting last year. Of course, they later restored the internet to diplomatic buildings, and also a week after, they restored internet to broadband subscribers. They've been censoring the use of internet and social media since people started protesting last year. Now, let me know what you guys think about Ethiopia shutting down the internet, as in the whole country, so that students can study. Bankers, teachers, professors, all the people that depend solely on the internet, people that have computer labs, I've been wondering how they are surviving, okay? Because seriously, this is so messed up. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Last week, Nigeria lost one of its prides, Professor Babatunde Osotimehin. He was the executive director of the United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA. Professor Osotimehin was 68 years old, and I had an opportunity of interviewing him in 2015, and he was so keen on ending maternal and infant mortality around the world. He survived by 5 children and many grandchildren. Our condolences to his family members and all those who worked with him, including his personal assistant, that is a Pastor Niyi Ojuolakwe. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
There's some people there. Hey, don't forget. Oh, they don't forget. Even though you only see them one time or two. When the roses fade.
Growing up in Kenya, my sister and I were very close. But like any sisters, we fought a lot. She always got new clothes, and I always got hand-me-downs. Now, she's putting her children through school in Kenya. We still fight sometimes, especially when I send money for the kids. I tell her, buy some clothes for the younger one, and we both laugh.
With nearly 500,000 locations, our app and online, this is moving money for better.
Alright, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.